Hello YouTube, Fuzz here, welcome back to Final Fantasy IX and our Excalibur II Perfect playthrough series. So today we're going to be, as you can see, heading into Burma and finishing off the first disc, so stay tuned. Right, so we're not going to be looting everything in Burma since we'll be able to come back later for it when we're not on a schedule. So what we're going to do to start with, obviously just load our game, is brings it down back to life, because I believe he died at the end of the last episode. So we do need to just resurrect him, as they say. And we're just going to speed things up to get through the dialogue in this next section. And we do have a forced battle incoming, which can be a bit of a nuisance, unfortunately. But I'm going to explain it to you. And hopefully it won't be too shabby. So just head forward. We're not, as I say, we're not going to loot everything, so don't worry about that. It's going to be against two more of the Black Mages, this battle. And what we want to do, basically, is take care of the first Black Mage, and then make sure that Quina's dead before we take care of the second. So that's the idea, anyway. This can be down to a lot of luck, because your stops and your petrifies, as you know by this point, will often miss. And not only that, these guys do actually hit like a truck. So no petrify there. Make sure you are using Needle Fork. Hopefully we'll have some luck here with his stop. Nope. So we'll try that again. And Vivi's still alive, that's a good sign. But for how much longer is the inevitable question. Not much, so we do need to bring him back to life. Come on, petrify. Ah. So we do have to kill with stop and or petrify, because otherwise we'll get experience, which is not something we want to do. And this is going wrong, so I'm going to restart. Alright then, so this attempt was a little bit better, though it did take a while, about 7 or 8 attempts I think, to really pull this off. Because the enemies are getting slightly higher level now, it means that our stop and petrify effects are having less of an impact. They're missing more often than they otherwise would. So just bear in mind that you are going to be a little bit reliant on RNG. But it is important that you finish this battle with both enemies either stopped or petrified, so that you don't get the experience, but with Quina in the knockout state. So Quina must be dead by the end of this battle. Quina's alive for whatever reason, and to finish this battle you do need to... I'd say you need to reload, but the other thing you could do is enter a random enemy encounter, especially if this battle's been a bit of a nuisance for you. You don't want to reload and just get Quina killed off that way. Either way, once you finish this battle and Quina is dead, you're going to want to just exit out and save your game. So just head back south. A little bit more dialogue first though. So first of all, once you're back outside, you are going to want to get that save file created. And then you want to keep reloading that until you've managed to resurrect Quina with 1 health. And exactly 1 health only. So every time that Quina's resurrected with more than 1 health, then just reload your save game and try again. So now we're back into Burma. We're going to go through properly at this point. And only open the treasure chest that I tell you to open. Going through the right hand door from the area where we fought the last encounter, we're going to head upstairs here and walk across that platform that I just did. If you run, you're going to lose out on those Germanis boots. And then once you've picked them up, you want to run across. That's going to drop the platform down to the lower level, which is what we need. And then we're going to head back outside to the place where we fought those enemies once more. And this time we're going to head through the door on the left as opposed to the one upstairs on the right we've just come out of. So straight back over to the other side, and I do recommend keeping the no encounters option enabled if you have it. Encounters are possible here, although generally rare outside of the mimic treasure chests that are around the place. And then if you head to this area here, you'll get the option to jump across the balconies, which we are going to do. And that'll bring us into another room where there's a dead soldier, not a dead soldier, sorry, a dying soldier. So we're going to speak to this person, and once we've done that, we're going to loot the bell from behind the bed, and then there is an item just to the left of us, an ether I think, which we'll grab as well. Okay, so now we can start backtracking a little bit. to where we've just come from. So once again we're going to select to go over the balconies here. And then we're going to go back to the first part that we explored after killing those enemies earlier, which is where we looted the Humanis boots from. So only this time we should have access to the door that's just before that on the outside level. So just head up these stairs here, and then in this next area we should be able to open that door because we looted that bell, which we will go ahead and ring. And then we're going to enter a new area with a little bit of dialogue, so we'll just spam through that as quickly as possible. Okay, I think we're just about sorted with this. And now we're going to head up north here. And to begin with, we're going to head for the door that's straight ahead of us. That's going to kick off another scene. And when we come out of there, I didn't mean to go back down there. We need to actually just head back up the stairs to the side of us. And then through the door on the left-hand side of these exits that we can see here. And then ignore those chests. Instead, just go straight through the door up north. And this will bring us out into the courtyard where we can go through the first of these doors here. So the one on the left. We'll get another cutscene followed by a new item. The Mithril Spear. And then we're going to make our way back out and go through the other door on the right this time. First things first is to grab the chest from the back. That's going to bring Stiltskin in, and we're going to go over to him and purchase his first special deal. And then we're going to go to the main Moogle here. Before we do that, we need to remove all the equipment from our characters. So just go into every character and remove all of their armour and accessories. And with that done, we can go ahead and speak to the Moogle and do Mognet. We're going to give Attila a letter first of all, and just keep going through the Mognet here until he says he wants mail. There we go. And you can save if you want to, I'm not going to bother. Instead, come out of this room and then head north up this stairway here, and that's going to kick off some more scenes. Choose the second option. At this point, I chose the first by mistake to get a bit more dialogue, then have to choose the second option anyway. So since Quina's at 1 health, this battle's a simple one. It's just a case of using the Limit Glove ability on Beatrix and it'll all be over. You have to be super unlucky to get Quina attacked, unfortunately, as I did. So I had to just restart this fight. There we go. And hopefully that won't happen again. So 1 Limit Glove is all you're going to need. And this would technically bring you to the end of disc 1, but because we're playing on the PS4 version, there is no discs. Which means if you're following along with the Game Facts walkthrough, I've got linked in the description. We just have to go through one more scene before we can save our game, which is absolutely fine. We'd have to go through it in the next section anyway. So at least we can get it done here. Sooner rather than later, it's going to have to be sorted. So this is technically D2-01 now, the next section. But for the purposes of this video, it's still part of the one we've just been doing. And all we're going to do is get through these opening cutscenes of Disc 2 here. And then make our way into the main part of this station where we can save our game. One thing we can also do in this section while we're here is just do the Mognet. So we will be visiting the shop, but we'll be doing that at the start of the next episode. And grabbing that chest down there as well. So for now it's just a case of heading over to Nasna here, doing the Mognet. until we get I Want Mail. And then we're going to save. And I actually get good timing on this. I think we finish off at 2 hours and 50 minutes, which is actually a minute ahead of schedule. Despite the fact that my battle against the 2 Type A's earlier was a little bit long-winded and could have gone quicker. So I'm quite happy with this. So I'm just going to get the game saved here and we're sorted. So thanks for stopping by today, guys. Do come back next time and we'll continue on with the walkthrough. See you soon. Goodbye.